What's going on, guys? Digidesdan here, and this is not a pickup video, or it kind of is. It's more of an unboxing video. So over the weekend, I met up with one of my best friends, Juicy J1. You can find his YouTube channel in the description below. But he decided he was going to get rid of some of his stuff, and he automatically went to me to offer it. Of course, I entertained everything that he sent over, and we went back and forth, and we finally reached a pretty good deal. So he came out on top, I came out on top, and I've got tons of great stuff to show you. So one of the reasons why I'm doing it in this video as opposed to a pickup video later on is because I didn't want to overload you with like an hour-long video, just because I don't know how much more I'm going to be picking up throughout the week, but also because I feel like the stuff that he gave me deserves its own video. So that being said, let's go on and get started. I'm going to show you what Juicy J gave to me. So in terms of the box here, we got this nice little zero graphic copy paper box, and it is chock full of stuff. I paid $140 cash for this box, and I also traded him I think about 7 different games, like various PlayStation games I was planning on getting rid of anyway. Total out of pocket, I would say 160, 170 came out. So either way, it was extremely good deal, I believe, and it's going to be awesome for the both of us. So right away, you can see this is awesome here. We have some Earthworm Jim comics. So we have the first issue, frantic first issue, the second issue, and the third issue, which is very cool. Always into comics, really into Earthworm Jim, so that's awesome. We have a Dreamcast. This is a Dreamcast VMU. It looks sealed. There's some tape on the top, which is pretty cool. So that's a sealed VMU. I'll plug this here. We have the Dreamcast itself. It looks like you got that for $2.99. Ripping me off, Juicy J. Either way, I mean, I can clean that stuff up. It's not a big deal. We have some Dreamcast games. So we have Slave Zero for Dreamcast. Don't know what that game is. We have Fighting Force 2. And I have Fighting Force 1. So this makes kind of the complete Fighting Force set, which is pretty cool. Soul Calibur, classic fighting game. This is probably a game he'll be coming over to play with me. We have another Dreamcast VMU, also sealed, I believe. I mean, it's just like a small little piece of tape. I don't know. I don't remember how they sealed it. I never bought separate VMUs when the Dreamcast came out. I always used the one that came with the Dreamcast. We got Dreamcast controllers. And he's a thrifter like me. Most of all this stuff came from the thrift shop, so they're covered in tags. These ones came from Goodwill with 2 different ones, I believe. Yeah. About a month apart. Any more Dreamcast stuff? We have the cords, Dreamcast cords. Can't forget those. This is cool here. I'm excited about this. Not often, even though I talk about Digimon and my name's based off a Digimon thing, not often do I have Digimon things on this channel. This is a Digimon Digivice. And this one actually still works, actually. That's very cool. And then I believe this had some sort of scanner. There's a card game that went along with it. He gave me a whole bunch of the cards, and I'll be able to scan it and play with it at the same time. So that's very cool. We have a Super Nintendo RF adapter. Never have too many of those. We have some N64 stuff, which is awesome. Here's a yellow N64 controller with the transfer pack for Pokemon Stadium. I don't know if Pokemon Stadium is in here, but we have 2 Atomic Purple controllers, and all of them in like awesome shape. The sticks are very nice and unworn. Okay. A couple third-party Tremor packs. We have the Tremor Pack Plus, and I believe this one's kind of a Radio Shack one. We also have the Force Pack. I think this one was Mad Catz. So we got those. Do like a super hybrid Rumble pack if you wanted to. We have some basic Nintendo composite cables, just the AV cords. Lots of noise. Nintendo 64 Power Pack. We have another Force Pack here for the Nintendo 64, different color. Man, lots of great stuff in here. This is a Nintendo 64 mic adapter. So, primarily used for Hey You Pikachu, I believe. I don't know any other games off the top of my head that use this, but it doesn't have the mic. The mic would plug into here, but you would use this, plug it into your controller port, and this part right here would allow you to use the microphone. And a couple more controllers. We have a gray Nintendo 64 controller and a red one. Again, the sticks are awesome shape. I didn't expect them to be in this good of condition. And it's a shame that he's getting rid of all this stuff, but you know, he's more of a PlayStation guy. And I hooked him up with some good PlayStation titles. We have some N64 games. Quite a few actually. But before I get to those, we have a Nintendo 64, the system. Just the normal jumper pack in there. With the original sticker, I can just put it back on. So it's always good to have an extra N64. I have a video game tournament that I'm putting on, you know, in the next, you know, few days or whatever. Whenever you see this video, I'm putting a video game tournament on. But it's going to be awesome having a couple extra N64s, a couple extra copies of games to host it. You know, it's going to be easier, I should say. But we have some N64 games here. We have Glover, which is, you know, of course, a classic, I guess. I wouldn't say it's the best game, but you see it pretty often. South Park Rally, which is I've heard it's a fantastic racing game. I haven't played it yet though, so definitely have to give this one a try. And then we have another box inside a box. So we have Boxception here. Inside this box, more N64 games. And already, there's writing on one of them. I don't know if you can see that right there. It says Mario Tennis. Let's go ahead and start with that. See if it tricked me. No, it's Mario Tennis. So awesome. And the cool thing about this, I didn't know, it's got the Blockbuster Video tag on the back. So most people do not like the Blockbuster security stickers. I personally love them so much, mostly because it gives it a little bit more character in my opinion. I believe that Blockbuster and rental games gave kids so many different hours of joy. So many different kids got so many hours of joy out of maybe this one game, and to have it in my personal collection makes me feel, you know, joyous and appreciative of the game, just because of how much it meant to, you know, one kid or 3 kids or a dozen kids or whoever rented it. So I love Blockbuster security stickers. Alright, next game. Standard Super Mario 64. Can't go wrong with that. Mario Kart 64, which is actually going to be one of the games in the video game tournament. So definitely need an extra copy of that. We have Pokemon Snap. I wish I could say I could put that in the tournament, but it would just take forever. Pokemon Stadium. So that explains the transfer pack. And this is actually, Pokemon Stadium is actually one of the few games that I purchased brand new for the N64. I was always a pawn shop kid, and like a thrift store person, thrift store kid. But when this game came out, I knew I had to have it straight from the store. I couldn't wait until, it showed up in a pawn shop or something. We have a thrift shop game. $2.99 from Valley Village. It is Diddy Kong Racing. So, got that one there. Also an excellent racing game. Another thrift shop find. This one's Hydro Thunder, the blue cart. I know there's a gray cart variant that's slightly more rare, but this one was also $2.99. Looks like, Juicy J was getting a bunch of good deals. We have Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. And this is a racing game that I enjoyed, growing up. Especially because the pod racing was so cool in Episode 1. That was probably the best part of the movie, and then that's it. We have Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Another excellent Star Wars game. Whoop, they're falling over. Perfect Dark. If you like rare titles, if you like GoldenEye, first-person shooters, this is probably a title that you need to have in your collection. Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. So just about nearly almost all the Star Wars games for N64, which is pretty cool. Namco Museum 64. So this is kind of a variety of Namco games. We have Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Galaga, Galaxian, Pole Position, and Dig Dug. And this is awesome because I don't have this game yet, but I know I did have the Namco Museum on PC back in like Windows 95 or 98, and I played that a butt ton when I had it. So this one might be one to stick in the N64 and spend a couple nights playing with that. And we have the last one here, last one in this box, and it is a ringer. It is Hey You Pikachu. So that also explains why it has the mic adapter, but there's no mic to play this fantastic game. And I say that sarcastically because this game is probably one of the worst I've ever touched. I'm not saying it is the worst, but it's not the greatest game. But either way, this is a fantastic pickup / unboxing. Technically the first one of this channel, for about 170 out of pocket, close to 200. I just round up to 200, make you feel better. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 N64 games, N64 console with 4 controllers, bunch of accessories for that, a Dreamcast with 2 controllers and 3 Dreamcast games, Digimon Digivice and 3 Earthworm Jim comics. Man, this is... And not to mention these Dreamcast VMUs. There's 2 of them. They're both sealed. They're brand new. These are highly collectible now, especially, who keeps the VMUs from back in the day. But awesome pickup. Something like this, like I mentioned before, definitely had to have its own unboxing video. Big shout out to my friend Juicy J1. That was it. That was my first unboxing. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all reviews, your subscriptions, comments, all that fun stuff. Love seeing it. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Facebook, Instagram. All of that is linked in the description below. Also, check out Juicy J's page. But either way, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.